it do, y'all? Welcome to KD Spencer TV. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell one time. And most definitely leave a comment. So today I'm gonna tap into a story. I was telling one of my homies a story. He started laughing. He's like, yeah, that's a hard little story. He's like, hey, put that shit on YouTube. So I'm like, fuck it. So this is the past tense story, obviously, because you see I'm at my house, but I was on the street at the time, and then I ended up going to jail. So, you know what I'm saying? Fucking around, right? Make a long story short, but I wasn't like I am right now, just chilling, getting my mind right. I was more on some bullshit. So some shit happened. I went to jail. Boom. I remember I was going in this damn, I had previously went to the county jail at the time. The longest I did was 2 weeks. I did 2 weeks in Orange County jail. Then I got caught up out there on some bullshit. Then I got some more bullshit happened in LA County, but I only did like a week, and then I got out of there. And then after that, I ended up catching like 16 months for some other shit, right? I just kept going to jail at the time, like, you know, bits and pieces, right? So when I went for the extended stay, as that's what I'm gonna call it. When I went for the extended stay, at the time I was fighting this case, I was in the county jail for 6 months. And anybody that knows, you up in there for 6 months, you get a nice little experience, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, this shit is scandalous in this motherfucker, right? So I'm coming from court. The previous time I went, I only did like a week, and I had just like, I had like a little traffic ticket. I didn't pay for like $2,500. They kept me for like a week, and I just went like I went to court and got it right out. I didn't even like, that was it. You feel me? Because it was like time served type shit after because I was in there for like a whole week already. Then I was in the station for like what, 2 or 3 days. So they added all that shit up. Boom, time served, right? Boom. After that, I'm in there for that 6 month. Well, I'm in there longer than 6 months, but I'm fighting the case for 6 months at the time. So one day I come from court, and me and my brother, we in the same case, but I don't know where the fuck he went. Like he had drifted off, because usually we was together the whole time, but he had drifted off. And then cause I think I went to I did something, I can't even fucking remember, but some way somehow he went off, and boom. And then I seen this one nigga I know, we chopping it up, and then he go, and then we get in the county. It's like all these cells. I had never seen this before, because the first time I went, I had left straight from court. So I'm like, God damn. And this is coming from court, if you know what I'm talking about. It's like cells on both sides, and it's a grip of them. And each cell means something, you know? I really don't give a fuck, but at the same time, I'm just like not knowing at the same time. So I see blacks and Mexicans, and but each cell means something. Like this is the Crips, this is just mix, everybody, this is Bloods, this is essays, it's like a bunch of shit going on, each thing, but I'm not knowing. So I'm walking, and the guard, he walked me, for some reason, the nigga walked me like, and then he stopped, and then I just walk into the cell, because I see some Mexicans, but then I seen a couple niggas, so I'm not thinking nothing of it. I don't know what the fuck, my brain wasn't, I don't know. So I go up in there, and I'm just chilling. I'm kind of frustrated, because I just came from court. Everybody's frustrated. Motherfuckers got their head down, motherfuckers talking. So a couple of the essays looking at me, but I'm not really thinking nothing of it. I'm just like frustrated my damn self. And I said, remind you, like I said, there's like 5 niggas in there, right? So I'm not even thinking nothing. I'm thinking, I don't know what the fuck. So next thing you know, boom. There's one essay walking to me. He's like, hey, homie, who you run with? And I'm like, what? And I went like this. I'm like, what the blacks? What you talking about? He like, oh, he started laughing like, oh damn. He's like, nah, dog, you good? He's like, just go out. This the south side of the way holding tank. Then I was like, oh shit, my bad. I didn't fucking know. He's like, no, it's good, dog. He's like, it's good. He was real cool about it. You know what I'm saying? Real cool. But me, I'm like, oh fuck. And then I looked at the niggas. I'm like, oh, then it hit me. I'm like, these some black Southsiders. And these rest of these Mexicans is just regular, you know, regular essays. I'm like, oh shit. Then it hit me. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I wasn't paying attention, but he was a good dude because they could have been on some bullshit and just fired on me and packed me out and did some crazy shit. But dude was real respectful, homie. So I was like, oh man, good looking, my nigga. Like, it's all good, dog. He's like, don't trip, you good, you good. He was like laughing about it, but in a good way. He was just like, cause he knew, cause. And then I'm not the biggest apple in the bunch, but you know I'm a cool sized nigga, so they probably was like, he gonna give us a run for our money too. At the same token, plus it was all about respect, cause he understood, cause I didn't come in here acting hard. I was just, you know, I was like everybody else in that motherfucker. I was like, fuck, like, I'm getting tired of going to court. You know what I'm saying? So, man, that was the experience I had where I was like, damn, did the police, I got by the gate. As I'm waiting on the gate, I call the guard. He come, he opened it up, but the whole time I turned my back because I'm like, let me make sure these niggas don't run up on me and try to foul me real quick or some bullshit. Because the old boy, he was like, I guess he was their little leader or something. He was the rep or whatever. So nothing happened, but I still was just like, let me make sure, because I done fucked up and the shit locked. You can't open it. Like, you have to wait, literally wait till the guard comes. So if they used to come up and do some packing out or some bullshit, I'd have been asked out, boy. It was about 20 of them in there because we coming from court, so each tank got like a decent amount of people in the motherfuckers. And then after that, I walk out. When I walk out, I'm walking, I see the homie. He like, hey. I'm like, oh, what's up, my niggas? A nigga I ain't seen like in 10 years. He like, come here. So I'm like, okay, let me go in this way. So I walk in there, I see one of my partners, we chopping it up, having a good time, talk about old memories. Just a lot of shit. And I was like, man. And then later on we leave, and then I finally link up with my brother. He had went to a whole nother tank, because there's so many tanks. He had, like I said, he had slid and hit a corner. And they had us on, we was on the bus together. He had drifted off. I don't even know what the fuck happened. But that nigga drifted off and did something, and eventually I ran back into him and shit. But I was telling him a story. He like, what? He's like, man, you lucky. I said, nigga, I know. I'm glad they didn't back by himself. But they was cool, they was respectful, and I was respectful. Like, that's why it's good to be yourself. You know, I went in there being myself, just being cool, not trying to act hard. Cause I done seen niggas go and shit, man. I done seen niggas act hard and they get beat the fuck down. Like in that motherfucker. I done seen motherfuckers going through, what's that shit when you first walk in? Through the motherfucking processing. It was a essay trying to act hard. He was tripping. Everybody was like, shut up. Even the blacks was like, boy, you better be cool. You know, like whispering, nigga, be cool. And they kept acting hard. Essay's like, shut up, dog. Then they kept tripping. Man, one of the security guards came. Well, not security guards, the motherfucking sheriffs, you know what I'm talking about? With that club. This is like some years ago when they was still with that bullshit. And that nigga went boom. Nigga, when I say that nigga whole mouth went, it was just like a puddle of blood flew out his mouth and teeth and all that fell on the ground. Everybody was like, oh! That nigga, he bust that nigga mouth wide open. I was like, what's wrong with this nigga? Like, this must have been his first time. It was my second time, but it was like my real first time, because the first time I just did like a week. So it was my first real time, like really up in there. But some people just be burnt out. Like, I just know it. Some shit you just know. Like, I know better not to act hard with the police. Like, nigga, this they hood, nigga. Like, yeah, inmates run certain shit, but like, nigga, especially in the county, like them police in the county jail is treacherous, nigga. They will beat the fuck out your ass, boy. That's why they always get investigated. They will beat the fuck out you and throw you somewhere and have you somewhere you ain't supposed to be. All kind of shit. So, yeah, man, that's my little story for that, man. That was a cold issue, but like I said, man, the key is stay out of trouble, stay out of jail, live your life, and be positive. That's part one. I don't want to make it too long. It's the second part I'm about to upload. So thank you for tuning in. Like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell one time. You know, leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think. You know, if y'all got a story, shit, tell me that motherfucker. You know, I don't really speak too much on all that shit because I don't really care about it. But every now and then I like to, you know, just vent and tell people the story. They be like, I have, you know, people be having their little stories. They be like, damn, that shit for real? Like, yeah, nigga, all the shit I tell you is real. I'm not trying to act hard. I'm not making up shit. I don't have a billion stories, but I got a cool amount, you know what I'm saying? And most of them is crazy, because if you've been to that motherfucker, you know, like, nigga, there be some shit going on every day. Like, even if it's something small, it might be big to people on the outside, because it's another world up in that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Everybody stay positive, stay humble, get your money, man. Stay out of trouble, live your life, and most definitely, have a blessed day. Peace.